time hear like the chorus of like, I wish they would open up the offense.
Yeah.
Do offensive linemen like ever think like that, or is it just like such a like one focus mindset for you guys?
Yeah, that's not a dumb question at all. That's a really good question. For us, I think for me personally, it's always like I'm going to run whatever play we have, and we're going to block as long as we need to block. So I think for us, it's not a whole lot changes. Especially throughout the season, it's kind of just like we have our plays set in. They can change the route concepts all they want, but for us, the blocking remains like pretty much the same. So the only thing that changed for us is like run scheme stuff. But I thought it was really cool because like if you're going to pass the ball, you may as well throw it like as far as you can.
If you have like a 70-yard explosion play that goes for a touchdown, like which one of you offensive linemen are like huffing the most when you get like what's the procedure for getting to the end zone? Like who gets dibs on who lifts the guy up?
I think it just depends on the drive. I remember Ohio State last year. It was like 70 yards, and it was like I remember just seeing CJ go up the middle for a run, and I remember Ryan and I were kind of trailing in the back. And I started running. I started cramping up. I was like, nope. I was like, somebody else can lift him up. And then, so I just celebrated in the back with the quarterback. I'm usually a quarterback celebration guy because that means I don't have to sprint down the field. But eventually I'll get down the field and give kudos to the running back because the quarterbacks never really get a whole lot of credit when they make the big play. So I like to celebrate with them first, celebrate with one or two linemen, then make my way to the skill player who actually made the play.
Going against this defensive line every day, particularly Sam Taimani, who's you've gone against before at Washington, but it looked like he was doing some work out there as well. What was it like to go against him on the stage like this?
Yeah, he's a big dude, really strong, probably one of the strongest, if not the strongest defensive lineman in the Pac-12. That's really good for us to go up against because you don't see that a whole lot, especially in the teams that we played in the past. But I think for him, just going against him every day. He's a great defensive lineman. He's gotten a lot better with his hands and pass rush. So he's challenged us every day, and we've challenged him every day. So it's been great to battle back and forth with him. And the whole D-line's really stepped up with, we had some guys limited and some guys out. So I think for us, it's been huge for development.
The biggest thing you took away from Coach Clem this spring, what would it be?
Biggest thing, I think just the consistency with our technique and, trying to become more consistent to what he wants for our technique. And he's really persistent about making sure we have to know what to do, how to do it, why we're doing it, and pretty much just go execute in a live action scenario because I think it's easy once you get into individual periods, like, okay, I know the technique, and then you get in the team drill, and it's like just kind of all goes out the window. So for us, he's been really understanding of like, hey, you guys have been taught something like completely different the past few years. Now we're just kind of rewiring. So for us, it's been good because he hasn't been easy on us, but he's been understanding that we've been doing some different stuff, and I think the whole line has just kind of dropped down their guard and just been like, okay, let's be vulnerable, let's learn these new techniques and really put it together in a team setting.
And what was it like seeing it out there actually in a game situation?
Yeah, it's good because a lot of the technique he teaches we haven't done before, but once you do it, you'll like drive a guy like 5 yards off the line of scrimmage, and he's like, yeah, that's what we teach it. So I think for us seeing that, it's cool to see guys have success with it. Nobody's going to be perfect on any play, so we'll go back and watch the film and just correct it.
You've been a great.
A lot of people are going to watch the spring game and outside the program and get super excited of the offense and the explosiveness. Just how important is the consistency of this day every day? And just have you seen that in spring ball?
Yeah, no, I think I have. Obviously when the defense scripts against the offense, when they script it, you can kind of get discouraged during the practices. Like, oh, we ran inside zone and they brought 5 guys, like they ran a stunt and all this stuff. It's like, hey, well, that's because it's scripted. But when you get in a setting like this and kind of all bets are off and you're just calling plays against each other, I think that's where it's exciting because then you get more of a realistic picture. And now, obviously, it is a spring game, but I think the offense had a really, really explosive days on both sides of the ball, and both teams really executed. We took some shots downfield, and it was really encouraging to see, all of our young wide receivers and a lot of our skill guys, get into it and really absorb the new offense.